Now student, we will discuss the female reproductive system. So along with the diagram, we will discuss. We know in male the sperm is produced, and in females the ova, singular it is known as ova, or plural we called it ovum, is produced. So students, in female body there are two ovaries located in the lower abdominal cavity. Then each ovary is attached to a hollow muscular organ. Then you can see a finger-like projection arising from the funnel shape. You can see they are known as the fallopian tubes. And these projections, you can see these projections open into the uterus and carry the ovum into it after the fertilization. So you can see this is the uterus. Now external opening of uterus, you can see this is the external opening of uterus, and lower portion joins the vagina called the cervix. So you can see this is the cervix and this is the opening of the uterus known as vagina. Student, you should draw and practice this male reproductive system and the female reproductive system. Now we will discuss the fertilization and pregnancy. Fertilization, already I told you that the fusion of male and female is known as the fertilization. The sperm discharged in the vagina during sexual intercourse travel to the vagina. So from here the sperm enters in the female body or the female reproductive system, and from vagina and uterus, and then reach to the fallopian tubes. One of the sperm fuses with the ovum. You can see in the diagram beta, this is the female ovum, and you can see many sperms are traveling, but only one is able to penetrate inside it. All are fighting, but only one is able to penetrate, and one sperm come in contact with the egg, and then it leaves its tail outside, and only the head goes inside and fuses with it, and then the fertilized egg zygote divide. First, when it joins together, it make the only single cell. So student, through this diagram also it will be clear. This is the female ovum and these are the many sperms. Only one sperm is able to come inside the female cell. So you can see only the head part goes inside, tail remain outside. Now both fuses together to make a single zygote, and after that you can see single zygote divide, and then first of all it divided into 2, then 4, then 8, like that it will divide in numerous cells. So this is the fertilization. Now we will discuss about the pregnancy. The zygote thus formed travel down to the uterus and get attached to its wall. So it can attach to its wall and it divide repeatedly to form an embryo. Means the multi-cell become the embryo. And when the embryo start looking like a baby, it is known as the fetus. So when it is looking like a baby, it is known as the fetus, otherwise we call it embryo. The muscular wall of the uterus have rich supply of blood vessels which nourish the growing baby or the embryo fetus. Before birth we call it fetus only. So nutrient, oxygen and other substance pass from the blood vessels in the baby's body through a special structure known as the placenta, and which is linked to the embryo by the umbilical cord. The placenta also carry carbon dioxide waste material back from the baby's body into the mother's blood. So here you can see the embryo start looking like a baby. It is called the fetus. So this is a vagina, you can see, and the baby start developing inside the uterus. So this is the head of the fetus, because now you can identify it as a baby. This is the amniotic sac. We will discuss about them one by one, and this is the umbilical cord. So I told you the nutrient and other substance passed from the blood vessels into the baby's blood through a special structure known as the placenta, and which link to the umbilical cord, your umbilical cord. And this umbilical cord provide the nutrition to the baby and also take back the carbon dioxide waste product from the baby or the fetus. Within the uterus, the baby is surrounded by a protective sac known as the amniotic sac, and inside this sac the fluid is present which is known as the amniotic fluid. And what is the function of this amniotic fluid? It help the baby or it act as a fluid that give cushion to the baby. Means the fetus will not damage because it give the cushioning inside the uterus. So what is amniotic sac? A sac inside which the fetus is developing, and the fluid present inside the sac is known as the amniotic fluid, which give cushions to the body. The baby grow inside the uterus for 9 months. A period reference of pregnancy means the period of development of the fetus is known as the pregnancy, and it is last for the 9 months. At the end of the pregnancy, the wall of the uterus grow through contraction and let the baby come out. Means the contraction of the uterus press the baby down towards the vagina. The amnion burst and the baby pushed out by vagina by contraction of the uterus. Means the membrane of the amniotic sac. This membrane will burst after the 9 months when baby attain the full maturity, and it push the baby toward the vagina and the baby comes out from the vagina. So this is the fertilization and pregnancy. Student, you have to learn about this also. Sometimes two ova mature at the same time. They may generally only one ova mature at the one time, but sometimes it mature two ova. Then they may fertilize simultaneously. Means fertilization happen, resulting in the birth of twins. Such twins are known as non-identical or fraternal twins. We will discuss what are the non-identical or identical twins. So student, sometimes the two ovaries mature at the same time and they will fertilize simultaneously. Now what happens? Two non-identical babies or the fetus is developing. So they are known as the non-identical or fraternal twins. Means they do not resemble each other. One is made develop from this ovum and one way fertilized from this ovum. So both will grow together, but they are non-identical. But sometime the single ovum divided into two, and two same cells are developing from a single zygote develop or known as the non-identical identical twins. Means when two ova mature at the same time and fertilize simultaneously, they give rise to the twins which are non-identical, for example A and B. But when the egg divides into two, the single egg divided into two give rise to the identical twins. Means both are looking same only or resemble same like each other. Now student, we will discuss about the menstrual cycle. So generally the ovaries usually release one ovum into the fallopian tube once in a 28 days. This process is called ovulation. Means once in a 28 days when ovary release an ovum is called ovulation, followed by the thickening of the uterine wall. Means this wall is thickened, and that time the uterus is prepared to receive and nourish the embryo, because after ovulation only the fertilization happen. But if the uterine wall receive an increased supply blood for this purpose. But if the ovum is non-fertilized, because if it is fertilized it needs more blood for the nourishment of the fetus, but if it does not fertilized, it is thrown out through the vagina together with the lining of the uterus and blood, because that blood is useless, no fetus will be developed. So the lining of the uterus burst, or this process is known as a menstruation. The process of ovulation, thickening of the uterine lining and menstruation is called the menstrual cycle, and usually it takes 28 days cycle. And when the menstruation stop when a woman is around 45 to 50, this is called menopause. Student, generally a female body attain its maturity, means puberty, from 12 to 14 or 15 sometime, and when the menstruation cycle stop, it is known as the menopause. From the diagram also it is clear that you can see the ovaries released and waiting for the fertilization, and the blood vessels thicken here in the uterus wall. But you can see, but at about the same time the lining of the uterus thickens and network of capillaries grows in to prepare the uterus to receive the fertilized ovum. Now what happens? If the ovum is not fertilized, it dies and the lining of the uterus break up within the 2 weeks. The dead cells and blood passes through the vagina. This is called menstruation. Means you can see previously it was thickened, ovum is released. That time when after ovum is released, these all the mechanism is controlled by the hormonal system. So you can see the thickening of the uterus wall. But when ovum is released and no fertilization occurred, that time ovum or the ova died, and that time this blood vessels are useless, so they also, the uterus lining break up and the blood flows from it, and this cycle is of 28 days. And after 45 to 50 of age, the menstruation or the menstrual cycle stop, that is known as a menopause. So this is the male reproductive system, female reproductive system, fertilization, pregnancy, and the menstrual cycle. So you have to study this, study the diagrams also. Next week we will do the question answer.